Hey, what's up, guys? It's Tater Trader again, back for another weekly review. Today's date, July 18, 2020. So we're gonna go over the trades this week and how it worked out. So for this week, we made $620. Is less than my $700 goal, but I had a decision to make, and I make that decision. So that decision caused me to make less money this week, but um, it set me up better for next week. So, and that goes into the main thing of this week is, sometimes you just got to make a decision, and even though it's less than what you wanted, it puts you in a better position because you can see some things going left, and that's what I thought. Over the last 4 weeks, I've seen the same thing happen every Friday where the market just sells off on Friday. And because I'm waiting to get higher gain on these stocks, I find myself not being able to set myself up for the next week good. So I took all these trades off on Thursday and put new trades on for Friday, for the next week because I just felt like the market was gonna fall on Friday, like it did, and the market didn't fall, but my stocks fell. So I took less because I could have probably made close to 900, but I took less. All right, so let's just go over these. So first one, Beyond Meat. I said I'm in Beyond Meat at 141x, and I sold the 143 for 230. I did this on last week, and I was looking for it to push on Monday, so I bought it back when I saw it drop for $1.40, making $70, but it didn't drop. So I turned around and I sold the 142s for $1.29, and I ended up closing those on Thursday for $32. So you can see I left $64 on the table on this, but I just felt like it was gonna fall on Friday, so that was why I did that. If we look at it, right, this is Thursday, right, and I sold close to the $30 mark, and you can see on Friday it even went lower, even though it came back up. I felt like it was gonna fall on Friday, so I just sold out, right, and did the contracts the next week, and that was a good thing that I did that. So the next trade we have is on Win. Um, Win actually did pretty good this week. I put my contracts on too early, so I kind of shafted myself. But at the same time, I made a plan that if Win went up to $81, I was gonna put contracts on it, and it went up to $81, and I sold the 91, even though I'm in at 91.65. I sold the 91, sold three contracts for $83, and I bought them back on Thursday for $20 because I saw an opportunity for next week. So I left $60 on the table here again. I saw opportunity that I could just sell next week contract and lock in money again. So I made $188, and you can see um, this other chart that I have here. It doesn't have that much lines on it, so that's why I'm using this one instead of my regular because I don't want to erase my lines. So you can see the same thing happen again. Win was down here, right? And I told you Win ran up, and I sold on the first day. So I sold up here. Yeah, right here is when I sold my contracts, and I could have waited that day till it's at 85, and I'd gotten big premiums. But 10 of the one, 15 of the other. And you see the next day it started lower, stayed there, and then it went up the next day. But I sold right here because I felt like we're gonna drop on Friday, and so said, so done. We fell down on Friday and closed down here at 82.76. So that was a good sell, and I set myself up for next week for making even more money, right? So I'm not knocking myself for that one. So last one was Boeing. We sold. We're in at 187, right? And from last week, we sold the 182 contract, from before, but I still kept this as my, because I feel like Boeing is going to rally, so I didn't want to sell myself short and selling under my strike. So sold the 187.50 for $305, and I turned around bought it on Thursday for $100 because again, I just feel like Boeing is going to fall, and the same thing again, got $184 from it. So we look at the Boeing chart, and you can see it's the same thing. Went up, and I see it falling on Thursday, and I was just like, I'm over this shit. I'm over this. So I just took that trade off, put the new contracts on, and you can see on Friday we continue to fall to 176, 175.66. So, you know, I made my decision and I'm fine with it, even though I made less than I wanted to. I'm okay with it. It's still a green week. I'll take it, but and for the month we're up 3,400, so we're already past our $2,800 monthly goal. So I'm not even sweating the monthly or the weekly right there. So we come down here and we look for our monthly for our stocks. Boeing has paid us 1,200. Win has paid us 300. Beyond Meat has paid us 1,800, and we have that loss on IWM that we took off. For our cost basis, I just put it all on one spreadsheet. I took these from the other spreadsheet and just put them over here. So for our Beyond Meat, our actual cost is 135. 59, and Beyond Meat is at 127, 128 right now. So we could have sold there, but I'm fine with that. And as I said, this week we only made $200 on Beyond Meat. And I have the dates from when I've been carrying these around. I have this a month now, and you look at it and you say you're carrying a stock for a month, but for a month it paid me $1,900. So it's not a terrible bag to be holding. And the next thing is my cost basis is 85.12, and win is currently at 83 right now. So, I could have sold the 83 to get out of this, but what I mean? I could have sold the 85 to get out of this, but I'm not trying to get out on that because I know it's gonna come back up. There's nothing wrong with the company, it's just we're in a pandemic. For the next side we have is Boeing over here. We're in Boeing at 187, 186.90, and Boeing is currently at right now Boeing is at 176.18, and my cost basis right now is 176.91. So I am literally at my cost basis. I've made $900 off Boeing in these 950. I subtract all my fees from these, so that's why they look so low, right? So this is just real cash on cash, no fees, no nothing. So we're there on these, and these doesn't account for next week. So for next week, we're looking on Boeing. As I said, I pulled it off because I saw opportunity, right? I'm getting $550, and if I would have waited until Friday, this would have been a $200 contract. So I would have made $100, but I would have lost $200 different. See, so I just took that opportunity to take that and said it's better to lock in the gains for next week than to try and juice those for one day and it falls and I get nothing. So yeah, we sold 187 for $558. So that's pretty good. Beyond Meat, it fell, and I said, $440 is better than holding it another day to see what happened, and we'd only end up making a total of $250 if I wouldn't have done it earlier. So this was, a good deal. So we got two contracts on there for 221. For Win, because I saw Win did this curl up thing. I feel Win could rise this week if form of good news. So I didn't sell the 91. I sold the 92.50 at $150 each, and I sell three of them. So we're making 450 here. So for if I run all these to expiration next week, I'm making around 1,350 to $1,400 next week. Compared to the 600 this week, it seems it's a better setup than me sitting around trying to get another $150 out of those stocks. I can set myself up to make 1,400 this week. So all in all, I think that's a good deal. So I have all those contracts on, and you can see on our master sheet, we're looking good this month because we still have 2 more weeks left in the month, right? So if based on the numbers, we're gonna beat last month real easy, just based on the numbers, because we have next week and we have another week. So we already have another 1,000 coming on this, so we probably might be able to get $5,000 this month. So that would be a good take right there. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Outside that, just looking for opportunity. I'm waiting for Beyond Meat earnings before I go over to IB. So That is like the last thing I'm waiting on. Uh, I paid $36 a week to hold my stocks that I have right now on margin, but obviously you see I'm making more than $36 a week, so I could care less. And with Win coming back up, my account is back up again. We hit 40K we hit 40K on Wednesday, but then we came back down. So, I will never be above 40K. It seems like it's gonna take forever, but we'll see. Cause you do the math, we're at 45,000 right now once you get out of these stocks. So all the contracts that I put on, you can already see that they're already, I'm up 74% on win already with the contracts that I put on. So could I have closed this trade out? Yes, but I am not going to close it out. I need Win to convince me that it's coming up. So if it's not going to come up, then I'm just going to hold this. But if it's coming up, then I might take it off. But yeah, we're sitting good already. We have a lot of green, which I like to see, or even red on your contracts. That mean it blew past your contracts. So we're sitting good, ready for next week, and that's about it. You guys got any questions, anything? Just hit them up down below. Let me know what you guys traded and what you guys are doing. Thanks.